Oh, we are live already, huh?
Yeah, just kicked
Okay, sweet. This looks good, man. I don't know if anybody can hear us out there. Feature podcast live shopping video. Oh, so I can pre-record some videos? Alright, I'm learning something new right now. But, you know, obviously, you know, most people realize. Oh, hush, phone. Hush. Sorry. I gotta turn this puppy off. Sorry, not right now. I don't know if anybody is online right now. Oh, there's 12 people. There's 12 people online already. Wow, thanks guys. Thanks for joining us already. But we still gotta wait a couple more minutes before we start everything else. But I just want to say hi to everybody. This is our first time running the Facebook Live this year on behalf of Virtuous Golf Club. And I'm here with Justin Stiegler, my head golf professional here, and I'm the general manager at Virtuous Golf Club. And then after the couple minutes up, and we'll start. This is pretty good so far. Well, you know, if you want.
How's everybody doing? As Hung said, bear with us here. This is our first round at this, but with the golf shows being canceled this year, we're going to try and reach out to you guys and give away some free stuff over Facebook. So tune in, join us. Feel free to ask us any questions you may have, and we'll have some fun with this.
Oh wow! Hey Alan. And then we got Dan, Neil Ho is online as well. Edward, yeah. Wow, we got 21 people online so far before 4 o'clock. That's awesome.
Yep. As you can see, we've got a few golfers walking out behind us.
Yeah.
We actually did have golf today. It's a beautiful day in December for some bonus golf. I think next week we've got some great days coming up as well, and we will be open if you guys want to come out and golf. Come out and see us.
All right, so it is 4 o'clock, so I want to thank everybody for coming here. Now, before I start, I want to show you guys the shirt I'm wearing today, because apparently we got a little heat wave here in Ohio, so I thought it's appropriate to wear my, you know, my flower shirt, because you know, I actually went out and played 9 holes just right before the show. Course is a little wet. You're not, you know, the cars are not allowed to drive down the fairway. You can go 90 degree but stay in the rough, park in the rough, everything's in the rough. But you know, the greens are in good shape, but the fairway is wet out there. But you know what? I am golfing in December. You can't beat that.
No, you can't. No, you can't. This is bonus golf season right here, so we'll take every day we can around.
Yep. And next week, from Monday on through probably Friday-ish or so, it's gonna be in the 50s, and it looks like Thursday is gonna be maybe in the 60s. So it might be a little wet because we're gonna get about 1 to 9 inches. So if you come out, it's car path only, but it's good exercise, right, guys? You know, time to work out those holiday extras. So anyway, first thing first, I want to thank everybody for coming to look at these two guys here, and Merry Christmas. And what we're trying to do here is we actually don't have a golf shows to go to next year, so we're doing this to just try to talk to everybody about our golf course, about what's going on, what we're trying to do, and then we have a link that's pinned to the top of the page. If you want to click into that link, it's my quick little survey. 50 golfers or 50 people that have signed up through there will get our holiday little gift pack. They will have like a little stress ball from us. Stress ball. Here we go. A little Virtuous Golf stress ball. And you know, when I get mad, I throw this at my kid, and it works really good. And then we also have a couple little koozies. You know, a little lip balm, sunscreen, and obviously most important thing, 2 half-hour vouchers, and also 1 or 2 lucky guy. I don't know who that would be, but we'll get a complimentary round to come out here to play. So go ahead, pass that survey around, and send it to your friend. And the 50 people from this month's survey will get it. And we'll do it again in January, do it again in February, and hopefully everybody gets some prizes from us.
Yep.
All right. So the biggest thing we want to talk about today is actually this little thing. It's actually on the survey, so I can just stick it right there in front of you, and so you guys can see it. What out of these 9 things, what will help you to get your dream round of golf? All right. So the first one is perfect weather. Second one is beer. Third one is number 3 is hit 18 greens. 4 is course to yourself. 5 is hole in one. 6 is double bogey free round. 7 hit every drive 300 yards and straight. Number 8 is no 3 putts. Number 9 is no lost balls. Well, Justin, what's your thing?
My lineup would be.
Have a nice holiday, guys.
Number
Alright,
3.
thanks, Paul. Well,
You
actually,
too.
on Facebook Live too, so.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. Take care.
So my dream round would be hit all 18 greens, a hole in one, and hit every drive 300 yards and straight. If I could do that, I would probably never leave the golf course. The beer is definitely an added bonus, but I'm not nearly as fun to watch when I've had a few of those. No 3 putts. That'll guarantee my Scotty makes it back in the bag unharmed. Let's see here. Course to yourself is always nice. It is kind of, especially out here when you kind of do have the course to yourself. With this much trees and wood line and stuff as we have, you don't really see another hole from the one you're on out of this place, so the peacefulness and serenity is nice in that. But like I said, my 3 are to hit all 18 greens, make an ace, and hit every drive 300 yards and straight.
All right.
What about you, sir?
All right, so my pick, and you know, I'll be honest with you, I just play a little bit, and I'm no good right now. If I go play, I probably shoot in the 80s. And if you guys seen my last post, and I'm trying to get back in because my son is finding golf more interesting now. So I'm trying to get back in a little bit more. So I used to be able to hit 300 yards. I don't anymore. I mean, I probably hit like 250, 260 now. I remember for months, I can actually walk my putts in. You know, after I hit it, I know it's in. So a lot of this stuff that I already can do and done it. I have 5 hole-in-ones already. One of them in the tournament. So for me, perfect weather. You know, a little short sleeve, a little shirt, no pullovers. You know, sunshiny, slight breeze. You know, low humidity, because low humidity can hit the ball further. You know, I'm not a big drinker, but I still like to have my beers. You know, I'm sorry. You know, so just a couple beers, couple Miller Lite, couple Coors Light, you know, whatever, it's fine. And of course myself, you know, I would love to have that so I can zip through it and play, you know, I don't know, 36 hole, 27 hole, hit extra shot here and there. When I was playing, I actually had, I was lucky enough to play double eagle once. And when I went up there, it's like coming here. Every hole is by itself, and there weren't anybody there at that time. So I was able to play, and the whole golf course, you know, just my twosomes, and just me and my friend. And the best part about that was we hit so many little extra shot here and there, and just the two of us usually will zip through a golf course at 3 hours and under. We play 5 hours. Because we enjoy ourselves so much, you know. We were looking at the trees, we're looking at this pink place, but hey, how you can hit from here? We're looking at, you know, hey, this is a little chip shot. Let me try that again. So for me, you know, a golf course for myself is a must for my dream round of golf, and perfect weather, and then beer is just a little added bonus right there.
Going back to what Hung said, he's got 5 hole-in-ones to his name, but he's missing one, and many of you may know that have played out here. Some of you that have not played out here may not know. But we actually just started this previous season. Hole number 14 is now a 10,000 to win ace. So if you happen to be playing out here, make sure you save the good swing for the tee box on hole number 14, because that ball going in will be worth $10,000. So
Yeah.
I'm still trying to check it off. I know Hung's got that one on his list.
Yeah, well,
but
you know what? If you ever walk by here, go through our little wall of fame for the old hole-in-one, my name is not on there. So that is my goal. It's within the next 2 or 3 years, I will put my name on there. It'll be ace on hole number, I don't care, but just give me an ace and put me on there. That's my goal. Just looking forward to that. Yeah, we got, well, lots of people commenting on getting hole-in-ones. And wow, I guess hole-in-ones is important to everybody.
Yep.
All right. So next, just want to talk about our favorite hole here on the golf course. I have my personal favorites. I have my dislikes out here. Arthur Hill does a really good job working on this golf course. When Mike Heidos, when them guys started working on this golf course, their vision for this course was taking as least amount of trees as possible, and they did not use any big Caterpillar earth mover to move the golf course, to move the dirt. So this golf course actually played more like a classic, older style golf course, like a Ross course, like a Mackenzie course, but with very much a modern design. So in my mind, it has a good feature of two, but because they did not use a big earth mover, so like when you go play a lot of older courses, some people will tell you, hey, every green slopes away to a certain point here or a certain point there, and that is true to this golf course. The hint is number 2 tee box is the highest point around here in 25-mile radius, and 14 of the greens are not pushed up by the big earth mover. So those 14 greens has that tee box right there on hole number 2 has a significant influence on how the greens will break. So that will be your little tip when you come here to play next. So if you ever kind of got confused on, oh, that putt should go that way, that putt should go that way, just kind of remember, you got to remember where hole number 2 is, tee box is. Then and another thing about Arthur Hill is, I don't know why, but he probably don't like people who draws or hit the hooks for right-handed. So all the big trouble here is on the left side, and for me, and for probably a lot of you are good players, you probably don't like that, because like hole number 1, for example, it's a pretty easy par 4 up a hill, but that green is slanted from low left to high right. So if you can hit a little fade in there, you have all the distances that you can play. But if you hit a little draw, you got to be very precise with your distance. And on hole number 1, that front pin placement got that little false front. You got to hit that, and hopefully it stays on or swings back. So that always makes it a lot of fun. But now, talking about the course here so far, but my personal favorite of the golf course here on par 3 is hole number 14. Hole number 14 is, in my mind, there's two greens into one greens. There's one little mounting on the left side, and depends on where the flag is, you can utilize that mount. When the pin is in front, you literally can hit that mount and spun that thing back. And another one is hole number 14 is our hole-in-one contest hole. So $10,000 for anybody who hit a hole-in-one, but just remember, you got to go 155 yards or longer if you're a man, and we'll have a security camera that will actually watch it. So just remember that. But that's my favorite par 3, because the clubhouse in the background, and it's a very well designed hole, because if you bail out to the left, you got a little chipping area, but that chipping area actually slopes away from you. You might not realize that, and you know, if you flare off to the right, it's dead. You know, just say thank you, say yeah. So that's par 3 wise. That is my favorite hole out here. How about you? How about you, Justin? What's your favorite par 3 here?
I like number 5. Number 5 just fits my eye really well, and I've had a lot of opportunity and seen a lot of opportunity on number 5. Basically, there's not too much to it from the blues. It's usually around 175 to 185 yards. And then when the pin is on the left side, it kind of feeds down to a bowl. So a left front pin where you may hit something 3 yards long, you know, 6 yards long. As long as you can keep it on the green with a little bit of spin on it, you're going to get a little excitement of a ball coming back to hunt the pin a little bit. That's another one though where the right side it's even worse. You've got a sharp slope in the front, and then we've got tree lines behind number 4 green. And there's a couple bunkers on the left. They're not too terrible. The bunkers were on that hole were redone, I believe, in 2019.
Mm-hmm.
2019, so they're nice and fluffy and get some good control out of there. But yeah, I would definitely say number 5 fits my eye the best. We've got awesome par 3s out here. Our signature par 3, number 9. I'm sure many of you have played that and donated to the big bucket in front of it. But that's another awesome hole here. Actually, a buddy of mine thought was going to ring up an ace on that hole one day, but it wasn't a flighted shot at all. He hit kind of a stinger at it that hit the pin dead square and pretty much knocked it straight down about 6 inches from the cup. So.
All right, and I just gonna reiterate what we started first. There is a holiday giveaway for our holiday gift bundles. You know, we have 250% off for sure. Stress ball, koozie, again, our little stress ball. I use this, I throw it at my kids just to make them behave. So this is a good one. So the link is on the top of the page. So when you get done with this, or you can share with your friends, you know, get as many of 50 people from that link will actually get the prize, and then a few people, I don't know how many yet, but at least 2 or 3 or even 5 people will get a complimentary round to play out here next year. And then one thing before we move on is I got Gary here. He said he voted to remove the tree at number 1 fairway. You know, I would like to agree with you. But here's the thing. In my mind, that our number 1 is such a good hole, but it's just not a very good starting hole. Because starting hole wise, you know, I understand what the architects try to do. I know what RC Hill is trying to do. He wants to capture your attention. He wants to say, hey, you want to pay attention to me right now. This is a thinking person's golf course. You know, it's not just one of those you blast away and play and you're going to be play good at this.
Right.
You know, you got to think your way around here. So, but I agree with you. Shouldn't be number 1. Second hole is probably better. So number 1. Number 10 is probably an awesome starting hole.
Yeah.
I would love to play the golf course with like our number 1 as more like number 2 or number 8, something like that. But it's a great hole. And I agree with Gary that, yeah, it's probably not the best starting hole here. I'm just reading through some of the comments here. Oh, Ken, come on. 5 hole-in-ones. They're like pitching wedges and stuff. So, you know, I get lucky. I haven't been lucky since 2004 now. So, I guess I don't play enough golf. Anyway, so, and then I'm gonna mix the par 4 and 5s together because in my mind, I just want to talk about par 3 for a second because I feel like we have one of the best sets of par 3s probably in the state of Ohio. So that's, you know, I may be.
Speaking of, number 12's getting a pretty big makeover right now.
Yeah.
As we
Oh,
sit here.
you know what? I forgot to tell you guys. We are redoing 3 bunkers, 3 greenside bunker. Hole number 9, the bunker in the back. So hole number 9 is getting redone, and you guys will love that because you know how. And actually, I was in that bunker back there today. Got pings back right, and I just yanked my little AR just a little bit enough, and just went in the left bunker. So when you come back next year, that bunker will have nice fluffy sand. It will be so much better. And when you come back, hole number 12, we are redoing the front right bunkers, the two bunkers on the right hand side. We're gonna connect them, make them into one big bunker.
Yep.
And depends on how much material, how much those liners we got left. We will do another bunker. It might be the small one around hole number 4. If we have enough, we might tackle a bigger bunker. So, this is the ongoing process for us. Every winter time, we try to do. Just remember, number 9 bunker and number 12 bunkers are huge. So that's why it sounds like we're not doing as many bunkers, but it's really based on square footage. But usually we can get about 4 or 5 bunkers out of the way, and we've been doing this for about 4 years in a row now. Probably by another 3 years, we'll get all the greenside bunker fixed on this golf course, and we're ready to start back up again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Kind of ever-going process with that, unfortunately.
Yeah. So let's talk about par 4 and 5s. Justin, you want to start us off?
We've got, anybody that's played out here knows we've got a lot of holes that just have different character out here, but I'm probably going to, most of you would say this, my favorite hole is the par 5 number 4. It plays from about 510 yards from all the way back in the back, but it's a beautiful hole. You stand up on the tee box, and you can see out for miles. Just beautiful rolling hills of Ohio, and then you hit a second shot. You've got some decisions to make. We've got pond on the right side down at the bottom, and then one of the skinny, kind of sneaky, one of the hardest greens we have here, because that number 4 green has a big hump right in the center of it that if you played in our greenskeeper this year or the year before, you got some experience with that. So there's kind of some slope there that you don't really notice playing on a regular day, but that is one of the tougher greens we have out here, and one of the tougher holes really. And as you guys know, we fight pace of play on that hole a ton, and that's mainly because you have that decision point with the pond there, and you can't go long, and you've got a skinny green. Whether it's do I hit a 7-iron to 50 yards, or do I try to crank a 3-wood and never see this ball again? So that's definitely one of the most interesting holes, and then that's followed by short par 4 number 6. That hole it's got a lot of character. It's a sharp dog leg right with a slanted green. It's definitely fun. Going back to the Greenskeeper Revenge again, if you played in that, you truly understand how much slope is in that green. But that's probably one of our most significantly sloped greens out here. And then we have par 5 number 7. Pretty open. You can't really get into much trouble off the tee, and then you've got a second shot that's pretty wide open again. And that green, the pin can get in some spots where it's pretty tricky, but for the most part, it's a scoring
So
hole.
which one's your favorite?
Number 4.
Okay.
Yep. I was just kind of going down the line.
Okay. All
All
right.
in the front. But 8's, we've got 8 right after that. Split fairway, just awesome hole. Beautiful hole. If you hit the ball pretty long, down the left of the trees is about 280. About 300 to the pond. That's a great shot
All
there.
right. So he's got all the front line covered basically now.
Yeah. Yeah.
But anyway, so I want to respond to Sean real quick. Typically, our green speed during the summertime is roughly about 10.5 to 11. We try to keep it below 11 just because whenever we get it a little too fast, we got guys 3-putting, 4-putting, or just chip around the green all day long, and it'll be 6 hours. I mean, you guys may not believe me, but 2 years ago, oh no, actually it's 3 years ago. Yeah, 3 years ago we have some Indian PGA golf pro. I think what what's his name? Yeah, Shibanka or Shibanka. He's a PGA tour, and another person that actually hosted a professional, and they did a training camp here for 14 days. And for the last day, he has a special request for us to make the greens as fast as possible to be like a tour-like quality. And we got the greens on that Wednesday. We got the greens up to 13 or 14 on that day. The tour players went out. They had a blast. They were like, "Oh my God, the greens were awesome. We love it. This is the way you ought to have us play every day." And guess what happened to my daily fee golfers? They play after them. They play 6 hours. They were 3-putting, full putting, and they were upset. I mean, they were upset with me. They were thinking that our greenskeeper put the holes on the slope or on something that they just cannot make the putts, and they just keep chipping back and forth, and then all of a sudden you hit the false front, and then you just roll right off the green. I'm sorry, but for the guys who play on the tour, they absolutely love it. For the excuse me, the daily fee golfers that come through here, not so much. I'm sorry, but every now and then, if weather allowed, especially in the fall time, when it's low humidity and a low overnight temperature, our green speed will creep up to about 12, and when that happens, it is a lot of fun, even for myself. But I think that's still within reason for most people. But we try to keep it about 10.5 to 11, because that's where we get most players that can move through this golf course more efficiently. But right now, today, I'll be honest with you, it's probably 8. I mean, I feel like I was hitting a sledgehammer out there all day long, and but it's winter time. The ball roll actually very, very smooth. We actually mowed our greens last Saturday, right before the Chile Open. So so the greens are still in pretty good shape.
Yeah.
Just slow. That's all. So my personal favorite hole out here, par 4 and 5, and he already mentioned a lot of it on front nine, so I got to pick one from back nine now. But now he's probably too young to remember that, but I'm sure some of you will remember this. Hole 11 was my favorite. We used to have this probably 40 or 50 feet tall tree on the right hand side, not too far off the tee box. So when I used to play that, it's definitely a thinking person's par 4, because back in the days, the driver, you don't launch it high enough or fast enough to launch over it, so you had to slice over. You can hit a big slice around that tree, or you try to hook it around the tree. Chad Grass, one of the mini pros, used to practice out here. He's out towards Coshocton now, by the way. His 2 kids are probably most of the prominent junior player we have around here, and they are still 9 and 11 now, and they play cross-handed, and they are probably going to be the best player in the state of Ohio in next 4 or 5 years. That's how good those 2 kids are. But anyway, Chad Grass, the father, I was playing with him, practicing out here. He sling hooked it around that tree from the black tee, and then made the green. That was a shot, but back in the days, I can't hit it that far with that much hook. So I flip it, I tee out my 3-iron just a little bit extra on purpose, and flip it up in the air, and just flip it over that tree, and hit my little 145, 40-yard shot in. And I miss that hole so much. Now that tree's gone, it fell down 2010 or 2011. And ever since then, now I watch all the young kids play that hole. They just blast the driver all the way down there to the flat, just right around in front of that little creek, and hit a little chip shot over the creek now. I'm like, oh, that's not what that hole is. It bothers me. But that hole used to be my absolute favorite. But I had to pick another one on back now. That'll be hole number 15. Hole number 15, I call it a straightaway dogleg. Because of so much mounting on the right hand side, you actually have to play it like a dogleg hole. If the further right you go, you actually because you gotta hit it onto that bank, so that ball is gonna stop real quick. and then if you try to cheat down the left side, and that thing actually falls to the left. So, but if you get lucky, you might cheat one down there and actually hit it, and then all the way down there have a relatively short shot into the green. So you actually, strategy-wise, you are thinking you're playing a dog-leg hole. You know, if you can hit a draw to match a mounting, that's perfect. Just like how you would hit the dog leg, you try to, you know, draw it around the dog leg. And if you bail out to the right, you know, that's the penalty the same as dog leg. So I call that a straightaway dog leg, and I just thought that's a really cool hole, you know, off the tee, and then going to the green, because how much tilt is on the right side of that green. And even though it looks relatively flat, but it's, you know, if you leave one out to the right, it's a really hard up and down from there. But if you bail to the left, that's an easy chip. So, you know, it's just it's a really good hole. Makes you think a lot, and greens is tough. Even though it looks nice and big and wide, but there's a little hidden danger there. So, well, anyway, that's how we're gonna talk about the holes on here at this golf course.
Yeah.
Thanks to everybody. We still got almost 36 of you, and the comments are still coming in. So we appreciate guys.
Yep.
We appreciate you guys sticking with us.
Thank you.
And last thing again is there's that holiday giveaway. That's pinned to the top of the page. Go ahead, share that, send it to your friends. You know, 50 people will get a little gift bundle from us. You know, they'll have stress ball, koozie, lip balm, sunscreen, I don't know, it's a combination of all those things plus most 250% off vouchers, and a few lucky winners will get a complimentary round to come here to play. Okay? All right. Steger.
If you want to come out and see us, still got a little bit of time before Christmas. We do have the Pro Shop 20% off. Our members will get an extra 5% off, and we've got a sales corner with a ton of good things for 30% off. So if you're still looking to do some Christmas shopping or just bored, come out and see us.
Oh, by the way, I do have some extra holiday rounds for in our website. So if you have some holiday, you know, you want pre-buy some rounds for next year, our weekend rates is going up. So if you want pre-buy some, that will be the best price you'll get. So just think about that. You know, and then last thing I want to talk about is well, you guys may have, if you've seen our Facebook page, you probably saw me dressed up as Santa for the Chili Open. So I just want to tell you a little something about that day. So that day is a little wet like today. You know, cars are in the rough only. You can cross 90 degrees, but you know, park in the rough, drive in the rough, and you can cross 90 only, and don't stop in the fairway. Just go straight to the other side. So after I started a tournament, I grabbed a few little things ready to go do a giveaway on the golf course. And I just go, okay. All right, so everybody I met up, usually I ask, like, how many birdies do you get? If you tell me 1, 2, or 3, I'll give you a little something. The first few groups, they weren't very good, so I still keep them, you know, a little something. And then when I roll up to hole 16, you know, I was talking to a group of golfers, and all of a sudden I seen this car driving straight down the middle of the fairway and spun around and make a 180-degree turn back up to where the golf ball was. And I and my sinners were going like, what the heck?
Hold up.
And so I got about 150 yards away from that, I started going, hey, get in the rough, no fairways. And the guy's looking at me funny, like, hey, there's that guy dressed in Santa suit. What the hell is yelling at me for? And he's just looking at me like, what's going on here? And then they drove up, and I was like, guys, no fairway, rough only. You can cross, but don't drive straight up and down. Don't park in the fairway. Oh, we got it. And then, you know, but, you know, the best part about this is, so when I look up, I saw the group on T-Box. The 4 guys that were waiting out there, they saw this entire thing. They heard me yelling, screaming at those 2 guys in the car going straight down the fairway. Oh, they were dying. They were rolling on the ground, dying. But anyway, you know, it's just I mean, hey, if we tell you it's rough only, please stay in the rough. We'll try to, you know, make this a little more convenient for everybody who's here. You know, I know that will help everybody move through faster, and at the same time, you know, just help us out because we're trying to help you out too, okay? Anyway, so this is our show today. I'm gonna look through the comments real quick. Justin is looking through the comment right now, see if there's anything that you know he wants to respond, and then
Looks like Adam Corbett. We will be open for select hours between Christmas and New Year's.
so if the weather's good enough, we'll probably open, like right now we're closed on Monday and Tuesday, but next week I'm gonna open Tuesday. Monday is actually a little questionable because I look at the weather, it's still not great. But I'll shoot out a message, an email to everybody probably tomorrow once I look at the forecast for Monday. But we're definitely open on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, so come see us. And then if you look on our T-sheet online, that will probably be most up-to-date one. All right, hey guys, again, thank you very much for joining us, and Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
And we'll see you again next Friday.
Yep, look forward to seeing you guys soon.
Oh, I'm done, but I'm still live though. You want to come?
Perfect timing.
Yeah, you can.
Come say hi.
Yeah, you can come say hi.
I don't want to say hi.
You know? All right. All right, we can. Okay, in live. If you end this, you will not be able to choose
Hi,
this.
buddy.
Oh, do we want to save?
Yeah.
Is there a saving option somewhere? All right. Hey, we're still trying to figure this out, but I am just gonna go in. All right, signing off.
See you guys.